Mhm. Salutation and greetings. Hey, y'all. Mhm. Hey, y'all. Hoya! You know what? I'll voice act for you. Dora head looking ass. Bitch, you fucking wish I was Dora. Okay, guys, calm down, please.
Is it bad I just realized my mic hasn't been working the entire time? The first minute and a half of this podcast, my mic has not been. Oh my god. Hello, welcome to the Stock Tendies podcast. Today I'll be joined by Emma, Heavy Fish Shadow Wolf. Later we'll be joined hopefully by Gabriel, also known as Party Cow, and Elena, also known as RubySodaGaming. My bad for anyone who was watching and totally missed the first minute and a half of what we were talking about. I hate my life too. It's okay. So so that was easy. So trends, yeah, whoop-de-doo. There's been trends all over the world. There's been trends in the last couple of years. One I really could think of is like fidget spinners and stuff like that.
I still have one.
Yes, Emma,
I
thank
still
you
have.
for
Yeah.
Lamau,
Yeah.
as I call it.
Lamau.
Lamau.
Meow.
Yeah. So like fidget spinner.
Oh, hello. Who joined?
Hello,
Why am I
Gabriel.
in a cult?
Welcome to
Because
the
we were doing a
cult because we were
podcast.
doing the podcast.
Oh, you're in a
remember?
pot. Oh,
Remember today was the day we were doing the podcast.
Sorry.
I think it's okay.
I forgot about that.
You know what? That's
Let me
fine.
get on my computer.
It's okay. I totally my mic wasn't working for the first minute and a half of the podcast.
Awesome.
So I introduced everyone. I looked down. The first minute and a half, all you could hear is Emma speaking, going,
Yeah,
just
I got this.
complaining.
Oh.
So,
I
Gabe,
mean,
can you think
I'm
of
a
any?
math credit, so.
Can we were just talking about trends like fidget spinners and stuff, right? Can either of you think of any trends?
Oh,
We're trying to get this
he
thing
left.
rolling.
And now
No,
they're back.
they're
Now they're back.
Sorry.
You know what? Just control yourself. Control yourself, soldier.
Control myself.
Yeah, I know it's hard for you. Can you
I
think
know
of any
it is.
trends?
Any trends?
Any trends like fidget? Remember fidget toys? How those were
What
huge
about
in like 20.
Save the Turtles?
Oh,
Remember
that,
that?
that's still a trend. That is still a trend.
It still is, right?
Is
It's
it
like,
really?
God. Yes, people still do it. Have you
Do-
noticed how restaurants are all still converting to paper?
Yeah, I know. Tim Hortons. Screw you.
That's
I can't drink my ice cap.
A&W's doing it,
I cannot drink my ice cap with a paper straw.
right?
It is
And
in.
McDonald's is starting to do it too.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I think McDonald's was like the first to jump on that trend.
Yeah, but
It sucks.
I would rather
No,
not drink
Swiss
mush.
Chalet was,
My-
Swiss Chalet.
It's
Swiss
I
Chalet
want
was
to
the
poison
first.
turtles.
Yeah.
Let me. Like that should be my choice as the consumer.
The problem is, I don't like drinking mush with my my ice cap or my
Right.
Same.
anything. I don't like mushy paper to have to try. I hate the school straws so much.
Oh, same.
I would rather just drink it I would
Use-
drink it straight out of the
You
cup.
use the school straws?
Yeah, I used to, yeah. So our cafeteria, we're going right off of trends right into food. So
Yeah.
trends,
Right
easy
to
trend,
school.
dabbing, pretty much anything happened in 2016. That was a trend.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. Well, there you go, trends. But back to the paper straw thing. Our cafeteria, it's you pay for it, right? It's a basic school cafeteria.
Mhm.
They got a couple good items in there.
Poutines are good. If the
Yeah,
fries
there
are
are.
good, the poutines are good.
The
You know
fries
that
need.
cafeteria is not actually run by the school.
No, it's run by
Yeah,
simple
it's a
something or
separate.
other.
It's a
Yeah.
separate organization.
Anyway,
But
Uh,
they get the
their
money from it.
cookies are
So.
fire. The cookies are absolutely fire. The
Oh,
pizza's
they
trash.
are.
The
Right.
pizza's literally just bread with light flavored sauce and like
really.
singles,
Um,
Kraft singles
actually,
shredded.
they,
I've had like one thing from that place. I had the donuts and the pretzel. The pretzel
I
was
don't.
ass.
Oh, the
donut was
donut.
kinda
The donut was.
the
The donut was alright.
The
the
donut
The
was
Menchie's.
pretzel.
Menchie's.
average.
Menchie's.
The pretzel
That's
is
fire.
basically just garlic bread. That's all it is.
Yeah,
with
but
salt.
it was bad garlic bread too.
Yeah.
The Oh my God, what was it? It was a sundae. It was you could either get a cookie sundae with like chocolate and caramel on it, or you could get a brownie sundae. Those were the best
Really?
things in the cafeteria, and they're like $2.50. Two
Yeah,
fifty.
Wait,
I had one of those.
where?
They were so.
They were in the freezer. Menchie's and the all that stuff was. They're usually buried, but they were really good.
I swear,
That's fine.
if if
One of my friends couldn't finish theirs, so they were like, "You want it?"
If Backstreet's back tour doesn't
If
stop
Backstreet ends,
until like
Emma,
if that-
it's busting. You gotta get it.
if Backstreet ends, I am getting it. I want to try this Sunday.
The best way I can describe it is like a
frozen yogurt.
version of the brownie McFlurry.
I have never had.
Nah,
So I
those
don't
Are
know.
you kidding me?
those weren't around for that long. It's like a brownie batter. It's like a cheap brownie batter blizzard.
Yeah.
It's like it's an
Okay.
unmixed blizzard. That's all it is. It's literally just a Sunday. You know that thing.
Monday.
Monday, Monday.
It's Friday.
Nice. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Could you send me the link to the
It's the Spicer.
Ryan? Could you send me the link of the tab
Ryan,
to?
can you tell Dom that I'm playing Piggy so that way he could join and play with me, please?
Daddy wants to play with Emma.
Somebody-
Is that what I just heard?
Somebody send me the Ryan. Could you send me the link to the thing, the podcast, YouTube podcast thing, please?
I think Ryan's dead.
Ryan, don't die.
Do you all remember those rice pop cereals? Like it
Oh.
was rice, but it was all chocolate.
No. Rice,
They were
Oh.
so
Rice
good.
Krispies on meth or something. Like Rice Krispies trying
It
to
was
be
like
unhealthy.
chocolate Rice Krispies. Oh my god, it was amazing.
There was
I think I might know it. I
remember
don't
rice
know.
cakes? Whatever happened to those? Those were terrible.
Oh, those are
Those are
literally.
They have new flavors though. They have like sour cream and onion and barbecue and ketchup. They're trying to compete with chips.
And they're still trash.
They are. The only thing they were good for
Trash.
was there wasn't much.
Styrofoam. They were literally styrofoam.
They were styrofoam. They were edible
Mhm.
styrofoam.
It was literal styrofoam.
You wanted
no,
to be
I
a bird in a
remember-
landfill? Eat it.
It was
I remember that there was,
literal
like-
styrofoam. Rice cakes. Whatever. Literal.
I remember
styrofoam.
there was like 5
Ryan's still on it,
people.
though. Ryan and Dom.
Y'all get to hear me chew.
That's
Yeah.
pretty moist.
No, I
Mhm.
remember there was 5 people, like usually on a regular basis, that would have that in the class. They would be eating it, and I'd be like sitting there, like, why do you like that? Like, I tried one, and they are disgusting. They're like, what do you mean? They're like the best. And it's like, the fuck? Huh?
It's like, honey, no, it's not.
No, it is not. No,
They're
nuh-uh.
the best when your parents force you to eat that.
children.
Huh?
I didn't even. What, the rice cake? No, they're terrible. They're always terrible. They'll
As
never
a
be
child,
good.
I liked rice cakes, yeah.
They will
Because
never
they
be
were
good.
like crackers, but more kid-like.
Never be good. They will never be good ever.
The cheese
I'd rather-
ones were decent.
The cheese ones carried. There's a
Yeah,
sour
you're
cream and
right,
onion
you're right.
one,
They were
then
the
maybe
only
I would
good
have.
flavors.
If there's a sour cream and onion one, maybe I would kind of respect it.
People complain about Popeye's dry-ass biscuits, but you eat one of these. Oh my god.
You right.
Your mouth is dry for days.
They're drier
It
than
is.
saltine cracker. I'm gonna be honest.
Right?
Yo,
I actually never had saltines.
they're good with tomato soup.
They're really good with any soup, actually.
They honestly are. They really
Right.
are. Go back to the cafeteria.
For someone who likes soup, I'm surprised you haven't had them.
I've never had a saltine. I've had crackers from like Swiss Chalet or something, but I've never had like saltine.
I've never like
That
the
is literally a saltine.
That is literally a
Yeah?
salty. Yes, the square
Oh, then I
white.
can eat those all day, every day.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
they're
They're
not
they're
that
fire.
bad. They're not
They're
as bad as
fire.
people say
They're
that they are.
fire. They're actually good just to munch on. Going back to our school cafeteria. Did you guys know they sell pretty much just like sugar-free Coke Zero, like pops like that, where it's
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
they brought out I remember this, and I've tried it. It was really good. They brought up a root beer float, which was like their cheap ass ice cream mixed with ironically the cheap ass ice cream was like the best thing in the cafeteria, mixed with, and you buy a proper A&W root beer. I would straight up, so I could get my sugar kick in the morning, so I could actually wake up for class, because there's no caffeine. They literally, the only thing with caffeine they sold was a Coke Zero, and they were like, really? For a can, I would down that.
I saw the Coke Zero stuff, and I'm like, I'm not having that.
No.
I had bad memories with it, and I'm not getting that. But like,
No.
actually, the Nesty Zero is actually pretty good.
That's
I had
fine.
a Pepsi Zero for dinner.
Yeah.
Ew. Pepsi worse than Coke. What
True.
the hell is that? You just got
It was my computer. It does the hentai Discord
What?
app.
Why?
Every time it,
What?
it's an Easter egg.
Moving on. Yeah. So the flow was fire, and the A&W root beer is fire. I want to try American A&W root beer. See if it's any different.
Ooh.
I want to try. They have cream soda in like American, like
Actually,
A&W cream soda. I want to try it.
There's a local store in America, and it's a store that sells like multiple different versions of pop. Like there's knockout versions, there's actual versions, there's just like so many different versions. Like you can try it, you can try as many as you like, but you got to pay for it. But it's cheap. It's like $1 or something for one of the bottles, which the bottles are like normal Coke bottles, normal bottles like that.
Normal sized.
Yeah.
There's this was out for a little bit. I don't remember how long it was out for. I remember it, but you could buy. It was a Canadian only product. You could buy maple Coke. It was in a glass bottle and it had maple sugar in it. I think next to vanilla Coke, second best Coke flavor of all time. No, third. Vanilla cherry Coke was, I think I've had, and that was amazing. Vanilla Coke is American, but oh my god, it's so good. It is the best. It is honestly the best Coke flavor. Cause you got that orange Coke or whatever. Remember that was heavily promoted, and I think that flopped.
I don't remember.
I remember it being on NASCARs or whatever. Gabriel's back.
Again,
No,
my laptop's ass. There's something wrong with the disc. It's actually busted.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My computer did that thing again where it shut down. It completely wiped Windows. I had to use the recovery disk.
Nice. You really need to go get that checked out.
Ass.
You need to go get
even
that checked
after
out.
Wiping the system.
You
it's
need to go get that checked out like right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, pandemic much. I
But
can't because of COVID.
I
mean Backstreet tour.
No, actually I think you're fine if you don't say someone like you can't go anywhere. That's fine. Emma's gone. Emma left. Oh, there we go. She's back, and we're having internet problems for everyone else except me. This is the first.
No. I accidentally joined.
Oh, do you want to say hi? Okay,
yeah,
bye.
Speaking of, Ryan and Dom both.
They don't want to be on the podcast. I don't think they don't love us.
I know, right?
They don't love us. They
Maybe
don't.
because they're not invited to the group call. Dumbass.
Ryan left. I added Ryan by accident. He's like, nah.
Left?
Ryan.
What an ass.
Ryan's like, I cannot. I'm like, bro, are you really doing something other than just sitting and talking?
Invite him. Make it
No.
say you can't leave.
Ryan
I
said
won't.
that he was waiting for his dinner, and that I'm like, why'd you leave? And he's like, because I'm waiting for my dinner, and also I didn't ask to be on the podcast.
I mean,
So.
if Dom wants to be on the podcast, he can. He just won't be linked for anything.
I just called him.
You added Ryan. Oh my god. None of this is mine. None of this is. Boys, you can't see what's happening. But
Watch him dick try him.
he's not. He's just gonna let it ring. Dom just lets it ring.
Oh my god, he's just gonna let it ring.
Dom just lets it ring.
CAF
He doesn't ever notice anything. No, he's playing. He's playing a game. He's playing something or other. I don't know what it is.
No, he's not playing the game. He's watching stuff.
Oh, but
Yeah.
there was a. I remember this because it was on an NASCAR. Going back to like Coke flavored things.
Mm.
I remember it because it was on an NASCAR. It was a orange Coke. I never tried it. I don't think I
I
ever.
never heard of it.
I never tried it. I don't think I'd want to. I still
No.
think. Remember, I'm not sure if you guys remember this. And probably you don't care, but there was Pepsi Crystal that came out. It was just clear
I
Pepsi.
remember that.
You remember it
was
came out
clear.
in a short time. I don't know, probably 2017.
No.
It
Wasn't it much later?
It came out originally in the 90s, and then they just they brought it back for, I don't know, probably half a year, and in the 2017, 2016 maybe.
No. I swear it was like 2000, like 2005. Like it was.
No.
old.
It was brought in the 90s. Let me Google it real quick.
Yeah, like the 90s. But did it come back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it did. It came back in like hold on, when did Crystal Pepsi come
Is that
out?
kind of like how 3D Doritos
So
came
the
back?
so the first thing is it came out originally in 1992. It came back so 20-ounce bottles. How big is 20 ounces? Is that just a normal like Coke?
I think that might
Starting
be
July 11th in
like a
Canada
strap.
and the state
a
that
normal Coke.
so Joel, when was this made? I don't remember when it was. Look at a news article. It doesn't say when it came back.
Mm.
Oh no, it's coming back this year.
Oh.
It's coming back this year. Is that when it said 20 July? Is it coming back July?
Dunno, Chief.
If it's coming back July, I'm hype. I'm gonna be honest. I'm hype if it's coming back July because that was really good.
Does that mean they just bleach it? Because original Coke has that kind of coloring. Or do they just take the coloring out?
They take the coloring out.
That's your diet right there. That's your diet for
You're right.
people.
You're right. Yeah,
Like,
so
Coke messing with the sugar.
it's one of those things where it's like, huh? Who would have thought?
It's just it feels so wrong.
It feels
If
so
you're looking
wrong,
at
but
it
oh my
looks
God.
Right.
It was so good. It was really. I would recommend it. Like if you guys were stopped at a gas station and you saw it,
Sprite and Crystal Coke.
you would make
Oh,
crystal
that's, like,
meth.
even
I'm
worse than
joking.
Mixing
Fun.
Skittles and M&Ms.
Fun
No,
fact.
no, that's
I took
Skittles and
I
M&Ms mixing them. That's called
So when I
Truth
was
today.
younger, I took Coca-Cola, I took Sprite, and I took Nestea, and I
Mhm.
mixed them all together in a solo cup.
That would
and I
sound.
gave one to my brother
That
and
sounds
one
good.
to me, and it tasted like soil.
No, there was
Like
Have you ever
soil.
gone to like
Like
Max?
actual
Emma
fresh
knows what
soil.
soil tastes like.
So
guys.
we had
I've tasted paint before.
we had this big plant in our living room, and it was like in a cauldron, and it was just like this like
I
that
ate the
big that it
plant.
had to be in one of the cauldrons.
I ate the
And
plant.
the soil in it smelled like really fresh and like brand new. And then
Welcome to the
Coke,
podcast,
like,
Nick Rick
the
Games.
the Coke Nestea Sprite mixture that I did tasted like that soil smell.
Yeah, I feel that. Hello, Dom.
You
How
get
are
what
you
I
doing,
mean.
Dom?
I would 100%
You
try
okay?
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah, I don't know why I was asked to join. I have to leave in like 5 minutes.
You said you would stay for a little bit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know, but like,
You don't love us?
I also love my mom who's injured.
You know what?
Okay,
Homie.
Sure she is. How is she injured?
She got a TV dropped on her back.
Oh.
Yeah, you want
Hey,
to?
he's actually right, dipshit. No, I'm just kidding, bud. But in all seriousness, she is hurt.
All right, we were just talking about pop. I know you don't drink that stuff, so we'll move on.
Neither do I.
So there's a bunch of songs that became famous, mostly because TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Mostly because of TikTok, songs became famous. Now, one of the songs I remember becoming famous, which I hated, was "Driver's License." I think it was called.
Oh, ew.
I found that song really annoying if there wasn't like a beat drop, like a bass drop to it.
Actually,
Like if it was remixed, then maybe it'd be better.
One of the YouTubers that I watch, they're like music review YouTubers, which makes them like get no money, and then they're like doing this thing normal music, like actual mainstream pop music versus TikTok music,
Which is literally the same thing.
And then and then what he did was he was like, yeah, no, I don't understand. I feel like Driver's License should be with mainstream pop, and I was like, no, it should not be. No, actually,
it's on the radio.
Mainstream pop is just it's all the same. If you really think about it from a wide angle, it's the exact same.
Love song, breakup song.
Sorry for distracting, but I gotta go.
Okay, you know what? Thank you for being here. Everyone go follow.
Thank you for the guest appearance.
Thank you. Everyone go follow Nick Rick Games on Twitch. He's streaming later tonight, right? Is it 8:45?
Yes, I am.
8:45 Eastern. Another time Pacific.
Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.
Right,
Bye
see ya.
bye.
Bye.
Roll the credits.
I have
Smooth, right? Okay, so that song,
So smooth.
songs are all love songs, breakup songs, or just partying songs.
It's a breakup song, and
it's still not a good song.
God,
Fight me on it.
So dumb. I don't like it. It's just bashing on one key, and it's staying on that one key and not moving from it. It is so annoying.
What is?
Driver's
The
license.
song, because what the piano that she plays is just dun 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 dun.
No,
dun,
there's
dun,
Takes
dun, dun,
takes
dun.
takes skill. Just one note takes skill.
No, like it's two notes, but it's bashing it repeatedly throughout the whole song.
That's
like,
called a
any
rhythm.
Other, like,
That's what
No,
a rhythm
I
is
mean,
called.
no, I mean like the, you know what?
That's what a rhythm is called. No, but I see where you're getting at. It's annoying and constant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never Gonna Give You Up, because of Rickroll. I think that song, one, has been loved more, but it's also kind of been ruined because every time you hear it, you're like, oh,
TikTok.
that meme, that one
Yeah.
meme that's been like going
Actually,
around since
if you-
2014, and it's like, really? Can
If
I
you
just
think
listen to the
about
song?
it, if you really think about it, why was it a meme?
Because it was so instant. Like you could play it after, like, just before a clip, or like in between a clip climax, and be like, you got rickrolled. You've been played for a fool. You thought this was gonna happen, and something else came up, and it's just never gonna give you up. I never got it. It never gave me up. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, you're really gonna just sit there and there's a bunch of other songs that I think TikTok ruined. That could have been good
TikTok ruined
songs.
a lot of them.
TikTok ruined a lot of songs. They also brought out a bunch of songs that never went anywhere. Now there's a bunch of good songs on TikTok that work perfectly with some things.
Yeah.
Like that croc meme, the gonna start chasing after like when someone walks into frame and it's just their feet. Sweet Dreams are playing.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, but I just think it's funny when someone walks in with Crocs and they kick the Croc off, put it into 4-wheel drive. I mean, that you can't deny it. I don't know. There's also like artists on there. It's also kind of an easy way to find. No, it's not an easy way to find songs, because you need to search through the song file and you need to find what the actual song is, and it's a pain in the ass. Because they're all like, oh, it's my original sound when it's someone else's song. Thank you. There's also a bunch of artists that just I never cued into why they're liked. I know Billie Eilish is adored by a lot of people. I don't like her music. I'm gonna straight up say it. I like her.
I
Her
like-
voice. Her voice is respectable. I like her voice. Her voice is very dynamic and very nice. Her music, on the other hand, doesn't fit with her voice.
I like 2 of her songs, and that's literally it.
I like none of
After
her
that, I
songs.
just don't like any of them.
I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're haters." No, I have an opinion. It's one of those things where it's her voice doesn't match her song, her type of music, and it's like I don't really like any sort of pop. I shouldn't say. I don't like any new pop music. It's because I kind of like Ed Sheeran
Actually,
and I like a couple Shawn Mendes
one
songs
of
and stuff like that, but I don't like
one of
love them.
Billy's older songs, Copycat, that's the one that I like, and that's the one that didn't really like blow up, and that's one of the songs that I like, and I didn't know that it was by her until a little while ago.
Gabriel left.
Yeah, he said, "Sorry guys, my computer broke again."
That's fine.
Yeah, no,
That's fine.
yeah, but like I remember looking at it and I'm like, I can't hate this song now. It's a good song. I like it. It like fits well with like some of the moods that I go through, so I like it.
Right. The one thing with I'm trying to fix my mic. The one thing with me though, it's like any pop music. I was what the music I would. Oh my God, will this not want to work?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it stand up straight. So the music I
Ah.
was brought into was country and a little bit of like hip hop, not really hip hop,
Ah.
more like 80s rock, right? So the golden
Ah.
age of music
Mhm.
where everybody had something to listen to and there's
Yeah.
never really any trash music, right?
Mhm.
I never understood why everyone hates country because there's like, oh, it's all about beer and drinking and break up. I'm like, that's literally every pop song ever.
Every song, yeah.
Every pop song ever is the same thing. I like 90s country. I'm not gonna lie. That stuff hits different. So it's one of those things. I'm grabbing pants because my legs are cold. But it's one of those things where it's you listen to it and yeah, you might hate the rhythm, but you gotta like respect the lyric because the lyrics have a different meaning to it.
Like the lyrics, yes, they are like, what's it called? The lyrics take time to be made, and they like it's like literacy kind of like
Right.
poetry, but it's a song.
Now, that's
And
probably
it
English
takes
class.
time.
I
It
blame
takes
English
time to
class
do
for
that.
this to make me look into actual song lyrics.
Mhm.
Well, there's a bunch of country songs where it's like, oh, it's all about drinking and a girl or a boy chasing a girl, and it's like,
Pop
if you look into it a different way, pop songs is one and only, one and done. It means
Actually,
one
no,
thing,
pop
and that is
song-
either
Actually,
I want sex, I broke up with someone, or this girl's
yeah.
fine. Maybe
Okay,
some
mostly-
party little.
Mostly with country, yes, it's about beer. Yes, it's about girls or guys.
Tractors.
Sometimes it's just about riding a horse, and it's just like having fun.
Save a
getting
horse, ride a
outdoors.
cowboy, okay?
Yeah,
Tell
like
Billy to sit, like kneel down so you can hop on his back and he'll take you places. Cowboy Billy, nah, but it's one of those things where people don't see the second they don't see the second meaning. There's one song, I'll find it. I'll see if I can find the name for it. I forget. What
I
was
love
it?
how people like when they first hear songs, they're like, "Oh, that's just about like sex or it's about like drugs or some shit." But then when you look at it,
I know
when you
people give
actually
rap
search up
bad.
the reason for it,
I know people give rap a bad
um,
break. I'm not against it.
yeah, no. But when you actually search up like the reason for it, then you see like, oh, it's because they were in an abusive relationship and they had to like do this and this and this in order to like feel better. So. And also, why'd you mute yourself?
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was typing and I didn't realize I hit the button. Okay. There's this song by Luke Combs called "She Got the Best of Me," which is just about guy falling in love for a girl and she doesn't have the same feelings back, right? If you really think about it, the chorus is "She got the best of me, she broke my heart. Now that's all that's left of me is beating this guitar," and then kind of just she follows the memory of her follows him around all the time, right? It's also like you can take it
But
as
then,
yes, you can fall in love with someone, but you never truly know their full intentions. Like if you think about it that way, right?
yeah.
Because yeah, breakup songs, you never know their intentions, yada yada. She played me for a fool, yada yada yada. Well, really didn't. Literally the pre-chorus is, so you jump right in, ain't afraid to fall, and you give it all. So he gave everything, she gave nothing. He had too much
It's
faith.
basically like, to me, it seems as if like he really loved her and she was just there for like the clout, for the money or whatever.
Yep.
And she's like,
Now this
sure.
guy
So
got
when are you
married.
gonna shut up?
This song was pretty much just I don't want to say it's just because he got married. Like it's one of those breakup songs that they probably went through when they were a kid. But it's country songs have pretty much everything. Like you can relate to pretty much any country song. Pop songs, he's like, oh my god, this one guy broke up with me. I need to go see my friends, Becky. I need to go see Becky, and oh my god. And it's like, you can listen to a country song and understand it. Be like, oh, this. You might not. I know Jonah. He doesn't like the tone of country songs, but he's like, well, if I start saying lyrics to him, I bet he'll be like, oh, yeah. I'll be like, I'll sing you lyrics. Or I'll say lyrics. I won't sing the song. Okay. I'll be like, if he likes it, he'll be like, oh, by the way, that's a country song. I'll be like, oh, these people don't give country. They think this, the banjo and the steel guitar, and they're like, yeah, this is so cliche. Okay. You can play any pop song with 4 chords. Now, 80s rock on the other, 80s 90s rock on the other hand, that's fire. That hits different. That hits different. Moving on. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Either an actress, photographer, or business owner.
Okay, cool.
That includes
So we'll choose photographer for this question. So what do you think the best background for you would be? Like if you thought about it, and it can't be of Dominic, it can't be of your friend. Like it has to be like a artistic background. What would it be?
I would have a forest, going into like a beach kind of area, and like having the sunset, having some birds like fly by, maybe like a dolphin or two, like just going up and down, like rising up and whatever. Just like this nice, beautiful picture of nature. That's all I want. Like the sand is just like nice, fresh sand. No one's ever stepped on it. The forest around is just like, it's just there. It's not been touched like at all by humans. It's been barricaded. Like the front of it would have been like barricaded so that way no one trespasses and goes in. So that way they can't ruin it. They can't ruin the nice beauty of it. So yeah.
Mine is I kind of I'm not sure if it shows here. It won't. Hold on. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay. So right now my background, I'm showing it on stream. Is like a 90s looking back. I found this one off Twitch Studio, by the way. If you want to find it, just download Twitch Studio. It's simple, easy, right? This one's like a 90s background to it, and I like it. I like the 90s, like I don't know how to describe it. 90s almost like Miami Vice looking, like retro with the lines and the pinks and the oranges. My phone right now is actually kind of the same thing as my background. It's not completely the same, but it's got like mountains and the 90s looking lines and stuff like that. And I love it. I love the aesthetic of 90s. Like if you think 90s, you think of like neon signs and stuff like that. 90s, 80s, right? Yeah. I love that aesthetic. And I wish I could have, it translate to my LED lights in my room where I kind of have that like wave effect, but my LED lights aren't the top of the top, so they're kind of how it is. I mean, like you kind of can think of a background for any theme, right? You got a black and white theme, there you go, Stormtrooper. You got a black theme, there you go, Darth Vader. Like, easy, simple. Dumb. We're stupid, right? Yeah. You straight up named our group chat. Dumbasses. Y'all dumb basses. Thank you. Dumb basses. So, well, like, I know we probably, well, all of us, right? Well, you're 15, I'm 16. We all did. You're turning 16 soon. June?
Yeah.
Yeah, June. What was some dumb stuff you did as a kid? Like, what was the dumbest thing you could think of that you were like, okay, this is stupid, but there's an excuse.
I don't really know.
Okay, I'm not sure if you did any of this. So my house, right? It's a 1-story bungalow with a basement. I have stairs that there's 4 stairs and it drops to a landing which takes you out to the backyard. And then I have another, say 13, 14, 12 stairs around. In between 12 and 14 stairs. In between 12 and 14 stairs down to the basement. So what I'm like...
Question.
Yeah?
Question. Did you jump?
Yeah. I would... This probably makes a lot of sense. Now it makes a lot of sense. I would stand at the top, look down. I'm pretty sure there's like pillows and stuff like that, so I wasn't completely landing on flat ground. I'm still not sure if this is a dream or not. I'm not entirely sure. It probably could have been a dream, but from what I feel like, it was 100% not a dream. So I would jump from the landing down to the bottom of the stairs. Mid-air, I would blackout. I would wake up on the ground, climb up, and do it again. Wee-woo. Exactly, Hank. Wee-woo. That was my exact jump. When I took that jump, I go wee-woo, and then I blacked out. And I don't remember hitting anything. I don't remember. My mom was probably outside or something out in the front, and I just, or, something where she couldn't hear me. And I look down the stairs when I go, I'm like, was it a dream? If I jump right now, will I black out? Something.
You did.
Do you always have those feelings? Like, if I do this again, will this happen? I never know. It's one of the dumb stuff I did as a kid. I always threw my body. I was never a person to say, "Oh my god, I'm so scared of throwing my body around." I always like to. I'm not sure if this came from the WWE side of my family. My dad, who loves like professional wrestling, like that stuff. So I've kind of grown a liking to taking little falls onto the ground, maybe roll off my bed a couple times and land on my back, fall off the back of fall off the couch on purpose, and do that on calls. I've done that before many times.
So now that you mentioned the stairs, that actually reminds me of a story about stairs. And
now that you mentioned the stairs, me jumping, I've done that before too.
Yeah, no. So, if you know me very well, you know that I either jump from the second step or from the third step, depending on like how big of a gap it is.
If you ain't doing 4, you're not doing it well.
So I was on the 4th or 5th step at my friend's house because we were going down to the basement. You know how basement steps like are really separated, that kind of thing, right?
No.
So I was like they're somewhat
steps in my
separated,
basement
but like
are
very
perfect.
Okay, well, like mine are the ones at my friend's house, and like mine are like cement. Kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Just cement mine's wood with carpet on it.
Yeah. So basically,
I'll rake my skull.
Basically, those ones were cement ones, and then the ground is also cement. And then what ended up happening was I was on the 4th or 5th step. I don't remember which one, but I was on one of them, and then I thought I was on the 3rd step, and I jumped because that's what I would usually do. I would usually jump, and because I jumped from the 5th step, I'm like, holy shit! Like I'm on the 5th step. What am I doing? Like, and then I start like toppling over. My phone falls out of my pocket. My screen shatters, and the back of it like completely falls off. That's the phone that I have now. And you've seen
Yeah, it's literally you
the
could
back
take
of
the
it.
battery out of it. Like you could take it all
That's
apart and reassemble it like a Lego set. Like, oh my god.
so. That's what happened to my phone. That's the one incident that happened to my phone. It fell out of my pocket because it was in my jean pocket, and I guess I was like falling so much that it was like, yeet, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna break. So yeah, so now my friend has glass in his basement. Don't know if he stepped on it yet, but
How long ago was this?
This was a year ago.
I thought you were gonna be like, this is when I was like 7 and
This was when like
when I was
this was
7 and
in grade 9. This was in grade 9 when COVID first kind of started.
right.
I went over to his house, and we're no longer friends anymore, but I went over to his house once.
Now you're hoping he steps on
and-
it.
Yeah, no, now I'm hoping because he's an ass. Now he's an ass.
You right.
Yeah, no, and even my other friend who is also was friends with him, like is just like, yeah, no, he's an ass because he's like, stop talking to me, like you know what you did and whatever, and it's like, what did I do? Like I don't know what
I
I
hate
did.
people
So,
like that. Like, oh my god, you know what you did? I was sitting here eating cotton candy. Thank you.
I feel like it was just because of his girlfriend. His girlfriend's doing it. She's manipulating him.
Probably. That's how. I'm not gonna lie. That's how
Yeah.
most girlfriends are.
Yeah.
I say this for anyone watching this before, during, after. I say this from experience. I'm not saying because it just happens to me. No, I'm saying this from experience. My last girlfriend, you can ask anybody in my friend group, manipulative as all hell to get her way.
Yeah.
And it was always, oh my god, sad story. Oh my god, pay attention to me. Oh my god, I have this, that, this. I'm saying this right now. From anyone who is going to date, like any guy dating a girl, be aware of the manipulation.
Or the other way around.
And it could be the other way around too. It could be
Yeah.
guy dating girl, girl dating guy, girl guy, or girl guy,
Girl, guy.
a
Or like,
helicopter, airplane, whatever.
Mhm.
Be aware, because if you somehow all of a sudden start talking less to your friends and you're not talking to your family as much, and you've noticed that, and you just got in a relationship, or you've been in a relationship for probably a month or so, and you realize, oh, I'm not talking to my family as much, I'm not talking with my friends as much, there's a solid reason to that. If the girl is trying to get pity points on you, where she is like, oh my god, pay attention to me, this happened to me, oh my god, you're not paying attention to me, oh my god, keep note. I will say that right now, keep note.
The thing is, when you're with me, like when you're not really that close with your family, like yes, you love your family and whatever, but like they mostly like let you mind their own business, whatever. They don't really like intervene. Like with that, like it's reasonable. Like if it's just a norm to not really talk to your family as much, like with me, it's reasonable to not like be aware of that. But when it's like taking away from your friends, or constantly like complaining about your friends' relationships or something like that, like constantly being like, yeah, no, you guys like too lovey-dovey, shut up, or like
Hey,
something
that's
like
what I
that.
said.
Like, yeah.
I'm sure I've said
Yeah, like,
I did say that to them. I did say that to Dom and Emma.
Yeah.
They were being too much. You guys need to like keep
No,
it in your
this
pants.
was-
Come on.
No, I mean like when you and your ex were still together, and she was like, yeah, no, you guys are
Okay,
like,
there's
way
a
too,
difference.
like-
I make jokes about your relationship. I know you guys are
Hmm.
happy, and I'll make.
Yeah.
There'll be certain times where it's like, okay, this is too much. Like you need to
Yeah.
you need to chill. Like even I can't, like I can handle stupid stuff and like, oh my god, people flirting and all that. All right, but once you see me uncomfortable, that's where I'm like, okay, that's where you know that it's too much. So other people will be like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I'll be like, nice. I'll be making jokes, but if you see me like, I'm
Yeah.
done, then you know you've gone too far. Like it's one of those things. It's also like.
But when the thing is, when you're in a relationship and
You don't see that. Yeah, I get it. You don't see that.
and the girl or the guy or the like
Whatever.
helicopter plane, whatever, like starts to get you to be pissed off at your friends for absolutely no reason, then you gotta step back and question what's going on, like what's wrong.
I hope you know, by the way,
Mhm.
my ex, I'm gonna say this right here. My ex
Yeah.
said that you didn't like me, and I wouldn't expect you to like me.
No, I mean
she's-
like
she-
as a friend, yeah, but
that's-
like anything more,
That's
no.
no, she's meaning like she was trying to manipulate me into hating you, right? So we were talking. This was right after you broke up or whatever. She's out here. She's like, oh my god, you know. I was talking to Emma, and she doesn't even like you as a friend. Like this, that. I'm like, huh, do you think I care? She probably doesn't, and I get that. That's fine. She doesn't like me. I'm not gonna complain.
I thought you didn't like me as a friend, like
Oh,
during
as a
that,
friend, you're
like,
fine.
time, and I'm like, he's pissed off at me, so he doesn't
No,
even like me.
it's. I'm gonna say this right now.
His fault. I was
You
just like his fault.
this was back when you and Dom were like insane, like wouldn't step
Yeah.
away from each other type thing. You and Dom separate, amazing people. You and Dom together back then. Not now. You're still amazing people. Back then it was like I cannot have a conversation with anyone.
Mhm.
And you guys have changed. You guys have gone away from that, which is great, not just for you guys, but for us too. Because then
Mhm.
you guys, when you guys are alone, you have those. It's more of a special moment if you would think about it that way. And for us, we're also not pissed off, annoyed that you guys are just not focusing on an
Well, we
actual
never-
conversation. That's another thing. Focusing on conversations. That'd be.
Mhm.
You guys have really gone better at that.
Yeah.
Which makes, it's good for us too, because then you guys can say, oh, we had a better moment than we would have if you guys were.
Mhm.
You're kind of holding it in, and then when that moment happens, then you explode, and you're.
Yeah.
It's one of those good feelings. I'm not saying like you guys. I'm not saying like they hold it as like they don't say I love you to each other. No, they still do that. But it's not like it's.
No, what he means is like it's not as excessive as we did before.
Before
Like,
I
where
couldn't
it's,
have a
"Hey, baby,
conversation
I
with
love
them.
you." And like every 3 to 5 seconds, like I love you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're the best. Yeah. Like that kind
It
of
was. It was. I could not have a simple conversation with Dominic. That's how.
Mhm.
I couldn't even have like a simple conversation with Emma either. Like I couldn't even talk to them together, right? Let alone separate. That's how together they were. We'll call it. I don't know what to say. We'll say together. How close they were. They've now. I'm not saying they've backed off a little bit, but they've respected our boundary, and we're like, okay. And they still have their. Love is an odd thing. You're right. Love is a really odd thing. Yeah, it's also very easy to lie about, apparently.
Hmm?
Yeah. Love is an
What
easy.
is-
Love is an easy emotion to lie about.
It is.
It is.
Actually, I like in grade 8. Well, no, in grade 6, 7, and 8. I told my friends because they're like, you have to have a crush, then whatever. I told
Just
my
say
friends
it's
that I
you,
liked
and then
one
just
guy.
them. They'll back off. It's
I
you.
said
Come
I
here.
said I don't have like at first I'm like, because one of the girls was like, yeah, no, I don't really like anyone at the moment. They're like, but you have to like someone. So she's like,
My mirror.
Okay, well, she's like, okay, well, like you caught me in my lie. Like, give me a minute. Like, let me just like think if I want to actually tell you or not. Then like 2-3 minutes later, she's like, yeah, no, I like this one guy named Caleb and whatever.
Caleb, shout
and
out.
then
Shout out,
and
Caleb.
then after that, she's like, yeah, no, I just lied about that. And I'm like, okay, cool.
It's.
And then what ended up happening was they asked me who I liked. And I knew because if I didn't tell them, they would like keep harassing me until I told them. I was like,
that's
yeah, no,
that's
like,
where you stop talking to them immediately, because that is the dumbest thing.
mm,
That is the
mm,
definition
I
of that is the definition of peer pressure.
I wish because what ended up happening was I told Dom this before, but what ended up happening was when I was like, I don't want to be your guys' friend anymore, like I'm done with this, like by the end of grade 6, they were like, you saw what happened to this one person. That's gonna happen to you if you leave us.
What
We will
happened?
make a problem and get you suspended. And I'm like, bitch, no, I don't want that. Like, I
That's
do
where
not
you
want
record
that.
it. That's where if you go to them and you know they have that type of attitude, that's where you go in, your phone in your pocket on recording. So then if it's yeah, but if that happened today and they're like, oh my god, we can get you suspended, that's where you record it and say, oh, for what? Yeah, because we can just make stuff up on the fly, and then
They have
call
multiple
your
times,
principal's office. You go, oh,
thing is-
ironically, I have this recorded on my phone and it says this. Oh, how turns
is-
tabled.
Yeah, what ended up happening was the people who started the problem got suspended. Well, like got somewhat suspended for it because like because like I told them like this one guy like Mason whatever
Wait, Mason.
and
Shout out Mason.
no.
Shout out our friend Mason.
No, not no.
I know,
but a
but
different yeah no.
I'm
A different
recording
Mason.
exactly, Hank.
And eventually what ended up happening was I actually kind of like liked him afterwards because like I kept fooling myself being like, yeah, no, this guy. And then eventually I started fooling myself into liking him. So it does work if you think of it for long enough. You can fool your brain into liking someone.
Yeah, another thing is don't force yourself to love, like, fall in love with someone.
Yeah.
It's not something you force yourself. Okay, maybe for a month or so, if you know you want to get in a relationship, and like, maybe we'll try it, but don't at that point. Just don't force it.
Yeah, no, but then what ended up happening was in grade 8 a huge problem started and I was like, I'm done with this. Like in grade 7 I was already distancing myself from them because I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then in grade 8 that's when like all hell broke loose. And then when I went to the principal's office because like those like us three have always been there for the past 3-4 times. And now because I'm going there to complain about them, they're like, okay, we understand now, it's them, they're the problem, they've always been the problem, and we're just gonna suspend them, we're gonna get rid of them.
I don't understand how the teachers don't realize, oh, these same 2-3 girls are coming to us with saying that, oh, they so and so did this. Oh, seems to be a connection here. Out of the 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them came and they're sitting in our office saying so and so did this.
Yeah, the only reason why they believed it is because those 2 girls kept crying all the time.
Oh my god!
Like anytime
you
they
can
went
give
over
them something to
they're
cry
like, yeah,
about.
no,
Just take their dad away from them. Just sleep with their dad, then you'd have the ultimate power. Because then you can send the dad to jail, and it's like, oh, daughter of a pedophile. Big brain. I'm joking. Nobody do that. It's a joke. Nobody do that. It's a joke. Thank you. Actually, I think about next podcast. I'm pretty sure we're gonna like have one of these conversations where it's just we sit and like explain our backstories almost.
Yeah.
Well, that might be a fun thing. Yeah, the comfy potty. That's it. The comfy epi. We're gonna call it the comfy epi. That's what it's gonna be. No, because the next one we're gonna have the Dominic cam, maybe. We're just gonna have him front of the show, and then we're gonna have everyone's gonna be in their nice comfy PJs, wrapped up in a blanket, and you have to.
What if I don't have to
wear lazy clothes? I don't know. I don't care if you're nude. Your camera's gonna be off anyways. You can be on a FaceTime with Dom if you want. Like,
I'll do that.
I shouldn't have mentioned that. As long as you're muted on that, so I don't have to hear an echo. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this was a funny story, chat. So, we told both Dom and Emma to turn around and deafen, right? They do this. They turn around and deafen.
It started with Ryan.
It started with Ryan. He did it for a solid 20 minutes. He was like, "Can I turn around?" Yeah, I go, "No, keep." I was trying to hold and laugh. I'm like, "Nah, keep doing it." Like, when you turn around and deafen, you have no sense of anything that's happening on screen, right?
Yeah.
Deafen on Discord. So we told them to deafen. So all of a sudden, we just see Dom and Emma look down at their phones at the same time. They're FaceTiming each other. The whole point was for them not to talk to each other. And all of a sudden, they're just sitting here FaceTiming each other. I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing? He's like, what? Nothing? I'm not doing anything. There's nothing wrong with this. I go, what is wrong with you? This was not the plan the entire time. Nothing of this was supposed to come to fruition. None of that was supposed to happen.
Fun fact with Discord, you can be on a call on one device with your computer or laptop or whatever.
It's once it's one account.
You could be on a group. You could be on a group chat with one, and then you could be on a private call on your phone with another.
That's not how that works, because then it takes you out of it. Really?
No, I've done it before.
Every time I've done it, it takes me out of the private call. Oh, hi, Nelena. Thank you for
No,
showing
no,
up late. We are ending in
Carter,
6 minutes. So
you
thank you
don't.
for showing up late.
You're welcome.
No,
Legit,
Carter.
my phone was plugged in, and I
Oh,
didn't
that
go
was
on my
it.
computer, so.
No offense, but you two are addicted to each other. Hank goes, no offense, but you two are addicted to each other. You right.
It's a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Dom.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a drug.
It's
But what I no.
it's their
The,
cocaine.
I
Yeah.
forgot what I was gonna say.
Whatever it is, I don't think if it's not appropriate for the classroom,
No,
then
it is
it's not
appropriate. It is
appropriate for
appropriate,
this.
but I don't remember.
Okay. Nelena,
Yes.
any past experiences that you can think of that you've gone through that are like dumb stuff you did as a kid? This was
Like
mine.
going downstairs
So I
or-
jumped downstairs. I
Oh!
jumped downstairs, not sure if it was a dream or not. I just know I blacked out and came to, and I was on a bunch of pillows at the bottom of my stairs.
Okay, no, no,
Your
after
turn.
you go, I have one more.
A couple things I've done. I've ran
It doesn't
around
work either.
like a built-in fireplace at my old house, and I tripped and fell, and I have a scar on my knee. I was bitten by a cat because I aggravated it, and I was chased by a goose for aggravating it.
whack. You just hear the
And
goose
I
go
also,
whack. Like you
I
run.
also crashed side by side into a tree
Ah,
in New
fun.
Brunswick
You're an
while my
idiot.
parents weren't
You
there.
know what? Maybe I'm not the idiot here.
Okay, so
And that was 4
Jumping
years
downstairs doesn't seem as bad as running something into a
So-
light post.
ago, side by side.
I don't even know what that is, but sure.
I've
It's an
walked
ATV.
into multiple trees.
She ran an
It's an
ATV
ATV
into a
with two-
tree. You know, a
Actually,
tree.
I've walked into the same tree multiple times as well.
Okay, maybe I'm really not the idiot here. Now that we start thinking
Wait,
about it,
don't
now
think
that the
I'm not-
wheels are turning, I
I
don't think
can
I'm the
give
idiot.
this- I can give this enlightenment. A dumb thing Emma's done was only last week. I'm kidding.
Wait, I don't remember that.
The dumbest thing I was
Okay,
done
No,
was live.
so basically, it's one of the third thing basically, like after like the jumping down the stairs, hitting my head off a tree, same tree multiple times, different
Where
trees,
was that? Was that at
whatever.
school?
It's
If
in
so,
school, it's in forest, wherever.
Oh my god, I want to see that. I want to see you just go.
Um, yeah, no, so what ended up happening was, this is my parents' story. They said that when I was younger, I was carrying my blankie and I was carrying a pillow with me, and then
No, don't tell me you
I was like
tripped.
I was going to the stairs, and then I slipped on my blankie, and then the pillow goes forward. I do a front flip, and I land on the pillow perfectly fine.
Oh,
My
you're
mom
lucky.
was sitting there like, oh! And my dad was just laughing just to try to get me laughing. Because like if I see other people laughing, I'm gonna start laughing. But if I see other people crying, I will start crying.
It works.
So,
Can't confirm it works. On stream, can't confirm.
so my dad was trying to get me to laugh like as much as possible so that I don't cry, and like I was laughing the whole time, like I did that, and then
I did a flip.
like I didn't say that. I don't know if I was able to talk or not, but I
did
remember
flip.
that I didn't say that. I don't think I did. But then like I like they were just like, yeah, no, you were just sitting there confused, like you were looking back and forth. Do I cry or do I laugh? Like what do I do?
Do I cry or
The
do
thing
I
I've
laugh?
done is the dumbest thing I've done in my whole life is be friends with any of you guys.
Good.
Biggest regret of my life. I'm kidding.
So there's I remember this vividly. So there was an trampoline park. I'm not gonna say the town. I'm not gonna say the name because no sponsorships.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by the Nicorette Games Discord server. Go check it out. Discord. Go check out one
You're
of
not
my
getting
old.
paid.
I'm not getting paid for this. I'm a mod. I'm not getting paid for it. I remember there's in the trampoline park there's a foam pit and you had two trampolines, one that was angled and one that is flat, right?
Oh,
So
I know where you're talking about. I
yeah,
think.
yeah, off of near where the old Target was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my parents booked us for a half hour to try it out, yada yada yada, to love to see it, right? So I'm there, I'm bouncing around, I'm having fun, I'm jumping around, jumping on my back, whatever, doing dumb stuff on the trampoline like every kid would do. Again, this is also like recent. This isn't that old. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try this angled trampoline out into the foam pit.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh was the right answer. So when you're jumping on a trampoline, you're not supposed to bend your legs when you are bouncing. That's supposed to stop you from bouncing. Like, it's supposed to kill your bounce, right? So I thought if I cock my legs back and I shoot them forward to try to get that extra distance, I will, get extra distance.
Did you break your leg?
Wrong. I bring my legs up, I push them down, I stop, and I front flip, and my head goes into the foam pit, and my back bends over. I think my feet might have touched right beside my ears.
So you snapped your neck and you're just alive.
I pretty much almost broke my back. I remember getting out, and I remember holding my back. I'm like, I might have just broke my back. I might be dead. I don't know. I was still able to move. I was still able to jump, but like the next morning, oh my god, I was in so much pain. I could not move.
One memory I have the most from my old house is we used to have like this playground in the backyard.
Right.
Like we weren't connected to anyone, but it was just like we had that play set.
Mhm.
I remember I always used to want to live in that play set, but then here's the thing.
Then it was set on
Tangled
fire.
came out. No, the movie Tangled came out.
No.
And guess what was my favorite movie at that time? Tangled.
Tangled.
So, me and my brother,
Toy Story.
Mhm.
obviously. So me and my brother, for hours and hours on end, just did the Rapunzel. And then my cousin came over. And we recorded it on an iPod. And I don't know where that iPod is. But somewhere out there was a video of me and my cousin and my brother reenacting Rapunzel.
We need to see that. So you tried to double jump IRL on a trampoline.
Oh.
Exactly, Hank.
Oh,
I tried,
you
and I
just reminded me of
didn't do
something.
anything.
I don't want to. I didn't mean
So
to.
my
double jumped.
my brother, I'm pretty sure it was my brother. My brother recorded me because I'm like, record me, and I'm just singing, dancing in my eyes.
And you're what?
Ooh!
So I was a little kid, and I was just like dancing in my eyes.
No.
EDP 445 has entered the chat.
I have something 10 times worse. So, on the
wrong with you,
iPad,
Ella?
I'm not going to send it to you guys, but on the iPad that I have downstairs,
I want to see it.
there's a video of me from when I was like
Maybe I don't want to see it.
6 or 5.
I really should know what you're doing. I really should know what's happening in the video before I say I want to see it.
So I was singing.
Yeah, I don't want to
was
see
like
that.
6 or 5 or 7.
I don't want to see that.
And all you ever hear from me is, "Oh, you never do that to me, 'cause if you do, that's mean." And I'm just like,
I remember. Oh my god. My parents have a photo, and when I was a kid, I was a huge I'm still a huge Garth Brooks fan, but he's a country singer, right? Back onto music. We've started with music, we'll end with music. I'm still a huge Garth Brooks fan, but it was me in blue jeans. This is how this is how the country singer actually dressed. Me in blue jeans, a collared shirt. I don't remember what it was. A cowboy hat, and an Elmo or the Wiggles guitar, like one of those kids' guitar that you would tap a button and it would play a beat or a note, and I would sit there. I remember, this is what I do remember. I remember getting an old Xbox headset that Elena sent something in chat. We'll look at it after. I remember getting an old Xbox like one-eared headset. I remember a couple things when I was a kid. It's weird. I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember things when I was like 6. I would put it on my head,
my phone.
then the hat, and it was like the dumbest thing. It was the dumbest thing. I don't know what is happening. What is that Elena? That's a baby Elena.
those are some great baby pictures of me.
Nice. There was also another thing. I had a bunch of mini sticks. I know Elena knows mini sticks.
I think.
Like the little mini hockey sticks that you'd buy. They're like,
Hi.
hi.
I think I had one.
We were literally just about to end. I'm
God,
telling one more.
Everything.
I'm telling one more story, then we're ending it. So, thank you. So
Is it Nelena's ugly ass? No, it's probably her nephew. I feel.
no, that's
me.
her. That's her.
Oh, it is.
You
Nice.
want to see a picture of my nephew?
No,
No.
we are trying. I want to tell my story, and then we can end it.
Here you go.
So, mini sticks, right? I used to play mini sticks by myself because my brother never wanted to play with me, and my
Wait,
parents never did. What?
What's mini stick?
You know, like mini hockey sticks?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, so those. I remember always wearing, I had this, like, I'm not sure if it was like a pilot helmet or an astronaut helmet or something on it. And I got a marker, and I drew a number on it. And I would draw a logo on it. And it had, like, this yellow visor in front of it. So I decided, you know what? Let's make this a hockey helmet. And it had, like, it had a microphone on it and everything. So I put that in my mouth like a mouth guard. And I would, if you guys can hear it, dog, yeah, trust me, it was terrible. I think that helmet's long gone. I would get like winter gloves, literally winter gloves, like winter, like warm ass gloves. Yo, Mr. Cow. Yes, you right. And I would wear them, and I would sit there and I'd play by myself, and I would get in fake fights with no one. I'd throw off the helmet, throw off the glove, you know, full everything. And I'm like, bro.
I used to punch my brother for fun. I still do.
No, I punch air. I used to do that outside too. I would literally in my driveway get in a hockey fight with a ghost. I would always win. Because as a kid, you never lose.
True.
You never lose anything. Okay, Gabriel.
But anyway.
Gabriel, one embarrassing story that you can think of. Or like dumb story you did. Dumb thing you did as a kid. Dumb thing you did as a kid. Dumb thing you did as a kid.
When I was 1 year old as a baby, my parents went to a dog birthday party.
That is
Great Dane.
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
dog,
life.
Eli, and anyways, I was crawling around and I was unsupervised. And next thing you know,
I
I'm
had a
eating the
knife.
Great Dane's shit. Thank you.
I had a knife. There was an outlet.
And
I touched it.
would not spit it out. Like my parents
You know what?
fought to get it out.
You
but
were
they-
not ever allowed to come to my birthday party ever again. Never.
Anyways, so there's your story.
Thanks for that story. Love that.
It's okay. It doesn't. I still think me jumping down the stairs and blacking out, not knowing if it's a dream or real. I think that's kind of that's better.
That's. I
Oh,
hate
no,
dog shit,
I-
man. You
okay,
got
one
nothing
quick
on
one.
me.
You
One
right.
quick one. I had this dream. I didn't until like I was 15, and I'm 15 right now. So there's I went to the hospital, and I knew I was at the certain hospital where I was born, and I just had this like princess metal gown piece, and it was for my
Lodge in your
It was-
throat.
I
You're
look-
trying
I
to
fe-
eat the princess.
No. It was like around my waist, but it was for something with my like upper body. And I remember going home, and I remember like going home and like having it on, and then all of a sudden like things became more clearer, and I couldn't remember if it was a dream or not. So I always went around thinking, "Oh yeah, I did that." So then I asked my parents like multiple times, "Did I ever wear like a metal thing around my waist?" They're like, "No, you never gotten hurt in your life besides getting bit by a cat, and that's about it." I'm like,
Sometimes dreams are just. Sometimes
What?
dreams are just too crystal clear that it's scary.
but then there's also those dreams where like it happens in the future later on, because I've had
It's called
multiple
déjà vu.
dreams.
Deja vu?
Deja vu. I've
my gosh,
had dreams where I haven't actually dreamed. I've just seen a photo or like a little moment, a little half-second moment that's flickered in my mind of something that's gonna happen next, and then I go do that moment. I'm like, I've seen this before. What the hell?
Actually,
No,
one of-
for
Go
camp,
ahead.
like it was January, and
Mhm.
my camp doesn't start till July, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting in the same place near the archery area, and I'm looking over and I scream, "What the heck?" And my counselor
heck?
look over at me and everyone else in my group, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I swear I've seen this before. I don't know where." And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yep.
okay, this hurts my head.
All right, and that is it. No more stories. Story train has been cut
Yay!
off.
Actually, wait, no,
Because-
never mind. I forgot it. Okay, never mind. It's okay.
That's fine. That can be next week's potty.
Yes.
We
Uh,
can talk more
party.
about our
we
stories.
can talk more. Except I gotta
Yeah.
eat. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out everyone's linked in the channel, or everyone's channel. Everyone is linked in the description, and yeah, I'll see you guys.
Stay crispy, my friend.
I actually got a video coming out tomorrow, so go check